When I need to impress someone with a gift, I go straight to 1-800-Flowers. There's a reason they've spent 50 years as the floral authority. Every stem is hand-selected by a vetted florist, and with same-day delivery nationwide, 100% satisfaction guaranteed. That's why millions go to 1-800-Flowers to celebrate life's most important moments. Order now for up to 40% off. Don't miss out on this limited-time offer. Act now and save up to 40% at 1-800-Flowers.com/podcast. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/podcast.
It's car con carne. Let's eat in the car. It's car con carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
And it is Car Con Carne. Here we are in a car. I'm James Van Alstyne. The show brought to us tonight by Siren Records in McHenry. Also brought to us by Phonation, a Chicago podcast compilation currently crowdfunding on Kickstarter through the 25th of this month, 8 p.m. on the 25th. 10 Chicago podcasts pressed onto glorious, lovely, collectible vinyl. That's right, podcasts on vinyl. It sounds insane, but it makes sense. Podcasts are ephemeral, like this one you're listening to right now. They just once you hear them, they're gone forever. This is a way to actually own a physical piece of 10 Chicago podcasts. Crowdfunding on Kickstarter. Search the word Phonation, P-H-O Nation. All right, Car Con Carne in the south lot of Cobra Lounge, the venerable, the much beloved Cobra Lounge. In fact, we've got the owner of Cobra in the backseat, Louie Mendicino. And next to me is George Zak, a frequent guest, a frequent visitor, a frequent flyer, the returning champion on Car Con Carne this week. George Zak, he is a caterer. He's also, as we've come to know on Car Con Carne, he's a fantastic artist. And without bearing the lead, we're here outside Cobra Lounge. Louie, what's going on this weekend?
So this weekend is a return to normalcy party. And for the last, it's been almost a year, we've had a Malort pop-up shop in the live room, which has been cool. It's helped us sustain, and it's brought some bodies in. I'm super fucking glad that that's over. And turn the page on that chapter of my life. And we got live music back.
Yes.
Next week we've got the Crombies and Flatfoot 56, and it's going to really kick off our...
That's a show right there, Crombies and Flatfoot 56. That's
really
a fun night of music.
It's a fun night of music, and I think that...
drinking.
Honestly, my fear is that everybody kind of forgot how to handle alcohol consumption in public, and a lot of people are really going to shit the bed on that night. And
they are. They totally
it's going to be bad news. I might be one of them.
Drinking pretty good at home.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But I don't think they necessarily know how to handle it in person anymore. And I will say that something I'm excited to find out about is how people handle personal space now. Like, do the close talkers step it back a little bit? God, hope so. The people with the dead teeth been breathing into masks for a year and a half now, and maybe they realize something about themselves, and we can get past that chapter as well. So I'm really excited to see what happens.
So, Louie, you're expecting a level of self-reflection. I'm not sure we'll be there, but I appreciate your glass half full optimism. If nothing else, you're an optimist.
Yeah, I'll agree with that for sure. And then George called me and said that he wanted to do. He's got a lot of his artwork in our store right now, and he called me and said he wanted to throw an event as a kind of a goodbye for the store, as well as a kickoff to getting back to real life. And he asked me what he can and can't do, and I just told him to do whatever the fuck he wants, and here we are. So, if Saturday sucks, it's on this guy right here. But it's gearing up to be a pretty fun party. I think we're going to have a good time.
And because we're at Cobra Lounge, I've been dying to try this. I've seen this teased for probably a year now.
Burning a hole in my hand.
I want to eat this. I say before it gets cold, but it's 92 fucking degrees as we're recording this. We have hot dog soup created by Chef Jason in the Cobra Kitchen. Louie, can you speak to what's in here? Because I'm looking at pickles and diced tomatoes and poppy seeds.
I mean, dude, it's everything that you want out of a hot dog. I mean, it really is. It's a full Chicago-style hot dog in like a pseudo-liquid form. Dude, I know that sounds fucking gross. It's not, though.
No, it's not at all.
It's amazing.
It's not.
It really is amazing. A lot of people think hot dog water. Nope.
No, this is delicious.
It's pretty special.
It's pretty amazing.
And there are potatoes in here as well.
Yeah, for the fries, man.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, you can't have a hot dog without a fry sneaking on it.
Yeah, it's like a depression dog where it's bundled with the fries.
Yeah, right.
Dude style.
Right, exactly. And I think that, Jason tends to do that with his food. He takes a Chicago staple and then he takes another Chicago staple. He kind of smashes them together, and they always turn out pretty fucking fantastic.
It's so good.
Can you either give him a hug, a high five, or a raise for this? Because this is really.
We just talked about the whole personal space thing. I'm fucking. Go back to that Seinfeld episode. I'm super glad that maybe the hugging days are over. Mm-hmm. Can we just shake hands again? Mm-hmm. And you can put it into practice in a lot of ways. Like for example, James, ask me if you can have a bite of my soup.
Hey, Louie, can I have a bite of your soup?
No.
Fair.
That's fucking fine.
Oh, it's good. It's good, man.
So the first thing you thought of was, pandemic. No, that's it. We don't have to hug anymore.
Or because it's delicious.
Yeah,
it really is.
There's even a little bit of pepper going on in here. Like,
yep.
Maybe that's the sport pepper equivalent in here.
Yeah, he's got some little bit of sport peppers in it. Actually, he's got some. There's some relish in there. He went full bore with it.
I've been a chef for a long time, and I was kind of skeptical about this. It is. I need a gallon to go. I'm gonna drink it in my car on the way home.
Well, the pickles are something special too.
They're all made in house.
God damn, these are great.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, I've been dying to try this. There was no hesitation on my part. Let the record show I was fucking full bore for this.
I don't think I ever not spilled a drop of soup in my life.
Mm-hmm. Again, it's 90-something degrees outside. We're eating soup, and we're glad about it. There's your review of the hot dog soup at Cobra Lounge. It's scalding hot. We're burning alive, and we're enjoying soup.
Yeah. There's a little bit of a sweat thing happening, but I'll take it.
Good.
All right, so Louie in the back seat.
Yep.
For those who may have only heard of Cobra Lounge, or for those who don't know Cobra Lounge, can you give us the history?
We could write volumes about the shit that's happened in this place and what it's meant to our friends and our scenes and our demographics. And the inception was from a man named Sean McHugh, who passed about 6 years ago. This was all his brainchild, and then it started as just a little debaucherous bar and a showcase venue more than like a standard regularly operating venue. We just threw some showcase bands on, mostly underplays. We opened, Naked Ray Gun was one of the first bands to play here, and we just really kind of made a name for ourselves with underplays. And now it's really developed itself with the help of everybody, really. I don't think there's one person that can take full credit, and I know there's not. It's been a labor of love for a lot of people. Everybody from the bands that have called this place their home, to the staff, to our chef Jason, to myself, to our now brewer Mike, and everybody else that's worked behind the scenes to make this thing happen. And it's growing into its own. It's matured, and it's becoming a safe haven for individuals to really be themselves and feel like they're a part of a community. And we're really proud of it.
It really is an oasis over here in this area.
Yep.
It is a cool place to hang. And honestly, it's a great place to go hit for lunch.
Right.
That's what I love. Yeah, you talk about the live music.
Saturday morning cartoons.
That's going on. You're doing brunch with
amazing.
cartoons.
Yeah, that's our stupid little brunch. It's really fun. We play like all the old hits.
Man.
Some of which, by the way, I don't know if you've kind of gone back in time with your cartoons. Some of those are fucking not okay, man. Mm-hmm. Some of those cartoons are bad news. There were a couple of times where I had to go in and just like, we're ejecting this, just limit a little bit on the racist side, a little bit on the sexist side. Some of those are no bueno.
Like?
Fucking like He-Man's got some weird stuff going on.
Really?
Oh God, yeah.
The gummy bears.
Yeah, and it's just like little hints of things here and there that are just, when you get back into those old like cartoons from the 60s and 70s, some of the Hanna-Barbera stuff might be a
lot
little,
of that.
And I love the Hanna-Barbera stuff.
Of course.
It's some of my favorite, And honestly, like everybody knows that, we didn't make that stuff. So sometimes it plays and people don't really give a shit. But it's kind of cool because, we throw on all the old hits. We put out all of the old board games like Operation and Perfection and a couple Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and people get into it. And it's fun.
I love it. So that's Saturday?
Saturday mornings, yeah.
That's, of course, Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a good time.
I mean, here we are. I don't like harping too much on the past 15 months that we've all been through because we're all clear on what happened and what the effects were. But rather, I kind of want to spin things forward. How glad are you, Louie, to be where we're at right now? Doors are open. I got here probably like 5:30, and people were hanging outside drinking. They were laughing. I mean, how good does it feel to walk into Cobra Lounge in the present day, given where we've been?
It's a really good step in the right direction. And, you know, I am an optimist, but I can't really settle in yet until I can get all of my staff back to work. And we're just not quite there yet. So what it's going to take is people feeling more comfortable about coming out and feeling more comfortable in a social setting and making that repertoire, you know, part of their normal routine. Once that happens, and my whole staff comes back to work, and God forbid I get to hire more people because we're that busy, that's when I'll be able to settle in and feel good about everything. Until then, it's still a struggle, it's still a push, but we're taking steps in the right direction. And with the addition of live music, I think we're going to get there. You know, it's coming.
Very well said. Can I just keep talking about the hot dog soup?
It's so good. I want more right now. Can we
I don't
call the order to bring it out here or something?
As Louie was talking, I essentially said, fuck it, I'm not using
It's just
spoon
not
anymore.
enough, man. It's not enough. I know. I was drinking it
I'm
on
just
camera.
chugging that down. The poppy
My
seeds.
fat boy lick, you know?
Oh, I'm a fat boy at heart, absolutely, no matter
My
what's
enlarged heart.
Oh, my God. All right, so Saturday night, we're recording this on Thursday the 17th. 17th?
17.
Okay.
Good enough.
I've lost track of all dates and time over the past pandemic. So Saturday night, there's stuff going on here. It's a welcome back to normalcy at Cobra Lounge. You spearheaded this, as Louie mentioned. The success of the event squarely lands on your shoulders.
On my shoulders. Cobra Lounge rests on my shoulders. But when it does succeed, I'm gonna walk out here, dick swing and everything. You know, it's my bar. You know, whatever. I'm just kidding.
So what's happening here?
So I called Louie because it was like I knew music was returning, and you know, we started talking about dates, and it's one of those things where, you know, we're so excited to get back to music, and you know, there was times when during this pandemic, a song will come on or something and would remind me of some of the days at, you know, whether it be Riot Fest or Riot Fest, and you know, you get misty because it's been such a like release for me. You know, I was going to 1 to 2 concerts a week or whatever.
Sure.
You know, whether it be small local bar stuff to big shows, and when you listen to music around your house and everything, and you're kind of stuck in those walls, it's just not the same. You know, there's not that release, that you know, cathartic kind of purge that goes with like letting loose at a concert or whatever. And as we were thinking about that, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll go pick up the artwork that we had in the Jefferson's Malort pop-up shop, and I thought to myself, well, fuck it, man. Let's see if we can't just throw a big old blowout to welcome back music. And I started thinking about what we can do, and you know, and just kick around ideas before I even talked to Louie. And so what I did was I thought, what's like far-fetched enough, but, you know, okay enough to do. So my first thought is we're going to have a big fire pit, and if you show your vaccination card, you get to throw a bunch of masks in the fire pit and burn away the bad of the 2020 and the beginning of 2021. And there's a nice little, to use the word cathartic twice.
So you're actually doing that?
Yes, yeah, we're gonna, you know, if you have
You can burn bras too.
Well, bras, or, you know, just...
Yeah, down with the patriarchy, dude.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
And then I started thinking, well, like, all right, you know, what else? And I started calling some friends and some artist friends, and a friend of mine who owns Midwest Airbrush Supply, Saul, is kindly enough to come, and he's going to do kind of killer caricatures of people, and it's going to be an alt festival. So to
we're going to drop anchor there as you're talking about Saul and his caricatures. Just for this very podcast tonight, he created a caricature of the three of us in a bowl of soup.
In the soup.
So I'm going to try to hold this up. Oh, yeah, there we go. That works.
Listen, for the record, I would never hold a spoon like that, and that's probably the one thing I'm
That's
offended
me in
by.
the middle.
That's solid. So I'm in the middle. My glasses look a little exaggerated.
What about a nitpick, man? Your
Perhaps.
glasses.
I think you look delightful.
Thank you.
James.
Thank
Yeah.
you. So George is on the whatever. He's George and Louie are on either side. I think I came out the best.
Yeah, well, you're the most important. Huh?
Stop it. Oh, but this is great. So Sal will be here on Saturday night. Are you ladling a Cheeto there, George? What are you?
I don't know. It might be my little
Your little hot
smoky.
dog?
Oh, that's a hot dog. That's a hot dog.
Smoky, you know.
That's a hot dog. Okay, there we go.
I don't even have a dick.
Actually, I love
still got
it.
a
Sal,
pee-pee.
Sal, you do good work. And you'll notice, as we are all disciples of the Dark Lord, the pentagram's right there.
There it is.
The only one that exists.
Hail Satan.
Hell, Zayden. So yeah, I just started kind of. It's one of those things where if I had time to plan, it probably wouldn't go as well. And
Well, we don't know how it's gone yet,
it's,
George. It's
you
not-
know,
it's cart before the horse on this one, bud.
I'm a logistical.
So when you say an alt festival, what does that mean?
It's going to be a bazaar, you know. It's a return to normalcy. It's we survived. It's you know, we're going to have some door prizes. I'm working on some cool stuff.
You're holding your cards very close to the vest right now. You realize that?
Right now, confirmed as we're sitting in the car at 7:40 p.m. We have caricature artists. We have a couple of acoustic surprise people to play sets. We have some fire spinners out in the patio.
Fire spinners.
And some hula hoopers in the
Hoopers.
in the inside. And there's a lot of things working because it's a lot of people are itching, and they're itching to get out, and they're itching to be a part of stuff. We have a lot of vendors that are coming that are just people and artisans and craftsmen that like, you know, like Louie said about surviving and getting done and getting open again. I mean, there's people that I started my art because there was no world. And
this is great, by the way. I really like your art. I mean, I think you've got a very
Thank you. I
specific
appreciate
style
that.
that's all your own. I think it's awesome. I mean, it's on the stage right now
well,
for sale.
you know what I learned about myself during this? I'm an artist the way I'm a chef, right? And you know, when you look at Van Gogh or anything like that, he worked in his medium
just
and he
compare
made his
yourself to Van
different
Gogh?
stuff. I did not.
He did.
I did not. I'm saying how different from him I am. I mean, if he was so good, why is he so dead? You know, I make art like I cook. Every ingredient has value, right? So all of my art in the past 6 months or whatever, it has spray paint and newspaper and, you know, blowtorch marks and whatever it may be. I use every ingredient, and it's kind of I've noticed that it's been kind of unique to that because you don't really see that used a lot in you know, people kind of stick to their medium, and I always kind of wondered why, and then I wondered why I was like this, where I'm just like, well, okay, I'm gonna sprinkle some sawdust and glitter and, you know, whatever it may be, and when I realized that it was like a chef. Yeah,
I'm sorry, dude.
That's your years of being rubbed with it.
Yeah, it's
For
why,
money.
It's why I no longer go to the strip club. It's absolutely right.
right. That's the reason.
Well, there's so much porn on your phone. You don't have to go to a strip club.
You know, I always say we're not a strip club, but sometimes weird shit happens in the bathroom.
That's the elevator pitch right there.
I had it on the marquee at one
concur.
Wait, not to stop you there, George, but I mean, Louie said it. You have a very distinct, unique voice, and it's that business cliche, right? Like, differentiate or die. I think Cobra Lounge does that.
That's absolutely.
We just talked about how Cobra is an oasis in this area. It is different from everything else. It's special. What you do is different from everything else.
Thank you.
And as you talk about this back to normalcy party, you're talking about how the collective is coming together just to celebrate coming out of this. To me, I hear everything you're saying. I hear everything Louie is saying. This is about community. This is about a community reuniting, which to me is more. In my head, I'm trying to move past the wow, wasn't last year a shit show, and more about the celebration of fuck, we're together again.
You know, it's there is no light without dark. You know, and it was a shit show, and everybody's got their stories from. Think about how many people that we're going to be seeing in the bars, in the community, in the rock and metal and punk and everything kind of community that we haven't seen, because you only see them, the beloved friends that maybe you don't talk to every day, but when you see them in those nights and everybody's like, hey, and and it's the social distance hug, obviously, Louie, but it'll be good to see some people.
Seeing
and I bet there'll be some tears.
Actual faces. Not covered,
yeah.
I mean, I think that's kind of a big
Burn
deal.
Your mask.
Yeah.
Burn your mask.
I mean, I'm looking in the back of James's car right now, not to give too much away, but it's pretty clean, except for a giant pile of masks. I mean, it's just a part of life now, and it's going to be really exciting for it to be a non-issue. You know what I mean? To just be something that we looked at in the past. I mean, I think it's here to stay in certain aspects, right? I think that you're always going to see Americans now on airplanes with, some of them are going to be wearing masks and the CTA and tight spaces. It's going to happen, just like it did in Asia after the bird flu and the pandemics they've dealt with. It's going to happen here, and that's okay.
Got people washing their hands.
Yeah, right, exactly. And you know what? This is totally off topic. But why haven't there been more bank robberies in the last year?
With the anonymity of...
You can walk into fucking Chase with a mask on and not get shot.
Because there's nobody on the street. They just shoot everybody with a mask.
How did we screw that up, George? If anybody's going to call me and say we're robbing this Chase, it's going to be you, and we never got to it.
Unfortunately, Louis came
I'll
up
never
with
say nothing.
He came up with the perfect crime too late.
Yeah.
And he picked Chase, the best bank that everybody in the world wants to rob.
Oh, man. I'm Captain Hindsight. It is what it is.
So the community comes together. We're back at Cobra Lounge Saturday night. It's a bizarre, local artisanal things will be available.
Yeah, there's, we got everything coming from candle makers to
I love candles.
right on the...
I love candles.
Well, you know what goes well with candles, James?
Fire?
Custom bikinis. And
bikinis
and bikini models.
Oh, I thought you were hitting on him. I thought there was going to be a romantic conversation there.
That's
Wait,
that's for
models.
off mic. Potentially.
Let me explain a journalism
something
thing
in
to
the
you.
works.
This is a basic journalism tenet. You buried the lead. We are 21 fucking minutes into this
I'm a fat
podcast,
chef, James.
and we just got to the bikini models.
That's why I'm a fat. That's called the hook, to keep them here for the next 21 minutes.
Okay. The next 21
right when they
minutes.
were getting bored
Whatever
with us.
I know.
Bikini
Where's our
models.
soap?
With candles, like especially during the pandemic, I was burning a candle every day and night sitting in my home office.
To Santa Maria.
I always had a candle going. Like now, I can't imagine not having candles.
Well, you know what? You know what else you learn too is being in your, even my house and me and my fiance. We have a building and everything, and it's very windowy and bright. It's a 100-year-old brick house or building in Jefferson Park, and no matter how airy and everything like that, when you're just in the space, it's just musty and it's like, man, you got to break free, and this weekend at Cobra Lounge you can. It's
awesome.
It's that. Breath of fresh air,
Make a day of it. Watch Scooby-Doo in the morning, have a cocktail, Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
If you wear pajamas, I'll buy you a shot.
And then come on back and burn your mask and hear some acoustic stuff, have a cold beverage, look at a bikini model tastefully and respectfully. So many great opportunities.
Get super shit housed on Malort and go home and beat up your dad.
Absolutely.
Just the regular stuff.
Super shit. And get a caricature of yourself suitable for framing.
Yeah, that was Saul from Midwest, man. The guy's great. I'm putting his future kids through college because the addition of airbrush to my art, I've always used spray paints, acrylics, oils, this, that, all in the same piece. And once I discovered airbrush, because to me airbrush was always like the T-shirt flea market type thing.
Totally.
And so I had bought a kit, and it came with like beginner kind of airbrushes. And the second I pushed that button down, I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, you spray, change colors, everything like that. And, I hope my fiance is not watching this because I am addicted. And, baby, I'm sorry. Don't look at the bank account because I've been buying $500 airbrushes every week for the past 6 weeks.
See, during the pandemic, for me, it was buying records.
I'm sorry, baby.
And I would keep an eye, like I could see when the mail truck pulled up in my neighborhood, and I would carefully sneak those boxes in. Like I don't want to explain the stuff.
Nothing, it's the dog.
Yeah, I don't want to explain the 2-disc Lords of Salem vinyl re-release soundtrack. I don't.
It's so hard because it's like, you know, and then sometimes I have to confess, and I'm like, I did something wrong, and she goes, "Did you go to an art store? Did you go to an art store?" Usually it's like a brothel, a titty bar, or whatever.
Yeah, you know what, George, you come a long way, man.
Like,
you come a long way, bud. It's
crazy.
Fun.
I'm like, no, she checks my pockets. There's acrylics in them. You know, it's shameful. It really is.
That's called growing up.
You know,
it's
a health. It's a. I guess I can't call it a healthy addiction, but it's an obsession. All right.
It's a creative outlet.
I have like 30 more pieces, 40 more pieces.
I'm not surprised.
Of like all just different, kind of like in my, you know, intrinsic style or whatever, but I can't stop, and it's going to kill me.
No, it's great, though, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you bring in for Saturday. I mean,
I got
you already have
for you on Saturday.
You already have a lot of pieces here, and I can't wait to see what else you got. You know.
All right, so Louie, the address of Cobra Lounge?
235 North Ashland.
Easy to get to, right off the expressway. Easy to get to if you just want to side street your way on over from pretty much anywhere.
Green Line.
Green Line, exactly. So this is what's going on this weekend. You mentioned Crombies are playing on the 26th.
Crombies are playing on the 26th. It's a week from Saturday, and you know, the calendar's starting to fill up. I'm populating it every day with more and more shows, and they're selling really well. I think people are really fucking excited to watch someone play a guitar on a stage instead of on a computer screen.
Can I ask a quick question, Louie?
Yeah.
How are you doing? Are you doing ticketing? Are you doing first come first serve at the door?
Just depends on the show. I mean, it's generally we put up a ticket link, and then if it doesn't sell out, there's tickets available at the door. But I would say that, and this goes for all venues. I mean, everywhere across the city, Reggie's and Liars and Livewire and whoever's putting shows on right now. You know, buy your tickets in advance because these shows will sell out, even local shows. I mean, people are just that excited to get back to it, and I know people are concerned with cap, and maybe they're not putting as many tickets out there, so don't fucking sleep on it.
Exactly.
Because then it's a sob story, and then you fucking call me, and then you want to hook up at the goddamn door, and for Christ's sake, these bands need money, and we need money, so spend the money.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Absolutely. Can I also say, so since you brought up Liars and stuff like that, just on Sunday nights, late nights, I'm gonna be me and my catering company are gonna be out there cooking food for dirt cheap for the patio because they've been hurting a little bit without you know, they're the smallest of all our rock friends and stuff like that.
The Barracuda Bar.
Yeah, the Barracuda Bar out there with Gary. We got to get him shark skin shoes, otherwise I can't have water gun day.
If you think Gary doesn't have shark skin shoes,
I feel like he was lying.
Of course he was. He's got a fourth closet with just shark skin boots.
You're right. I think he was just.
All right, so you're kind of answering the question I was about to ask Louie, and George started talking about Liars Club, and I was assuming that there was a camaraderie among the local bars and clubs, and everyone kind of knows each other.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, big time. I mean, we actually were putting together an event, and this is probably going to turn into a separate podcast one day. But it was 2019 during the pandemic. We actually put together an event called Save the Rock and Roll Fest.
Right.
And it was me and Horniak and Herb and Robbie from Reggie's, and we all got together and we were like, let's do a fest. Let's do like a couple days. And we reached out to all the bands that we know, and we asked them to like support us by coming in and playing, and we'll feed them and we'll get them drunk. But we really needed to do that to get a couple of dollars. That was before there was any programs from the government. And what it did was we were able to sell a few tickets, make a couple dollars, and frankly keep the lights on. You know, I mean, it was that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we had a plan to do it in December. Obviously, that got pushed back because nothing was open yet. So now we've rescheduled the whole event for the second weekend in January.
Perfect.
And we contacted all these bands, and everyone's like over the moon about coming and supporting and helping, and they're doing us a huge service, as well as the clientele and the customer base that's all about supporting, and I don't know that they really recognize how much they've done for us by purchasing purchasing those tickets when they did, because it was dire. Like we were closed and we couldn't cover bills, and the same goes for all 3 other venues, and that really dragged us out of the mud there when we really needed it, and I'm forever in debt. But now we're still doing the show. So I know people have reached out and said, where the fuck is this party? It's coming. It's happening. We're going to get the buses involved. We're going to drive around all 4 venues. We're going to put great acts on all the stages, and we're going to party.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be
absolutely good. Louie, just to touch on that really quick, you being happy and grateful for what the fans and the regulars have done, you don't know what you've done for us for all these years. And what Reggie's and Everywhere and Liars and Livewire, what they've done for us, because that's our escape, keeping your lights on, we owe you that,
I appreciate you saying that, and I'll be honest, like it is such a mutual thing that we do. The fact that we're able to live the lives that we live and curate these types of environments is everything that we are, and that's an impossibility if it wasn't for the support. Yes. So I mean, like, it's just a mutual respect and a mutual gratitude, and it's the only way it survives and thrives and exists. There isn't a single one of us that's buying fucking yachts. We're literally just trying to make our way in this world, same as everybody else. But the fact that we get to do this, the fact that we get to create a platform like this, and I mean, it's fucking everything. I mean, soup in a car with James Van Oslo, goddammit.
This guy's like my hero, man.
Dreams do come true, guys.
I get nervous
Dreams come true.
It just goes back to the word community. That's what it is.
Community. That's good.
That's it.
Well put.
The clubs engender community, and the community supports the clubs. It's awesome. All right, so here's the plan. Here's the plan for you, viewer or listener. Go to Cobra Lounge. Specifically, if you're looking for a day or a time to go this Saturday night. It is a welcome back to normalcy. Buy some of this man's artwork. Scope out his artwork. Have a cold beverage. Hang out. It sounds like it's going to be a ridiculous, over-the-top fun experience. And then, of course, keep supporting Cobra Lounge. In fact, the next part of my plan, Louie, we'll do this again. And
I love that.
I want to get Jason in the car. Because I want to have cups of soup just spread across
we're gonna get weird. Wear a hazmat suit. Shit's gonna get weird in this car. Let's do it.
I'm gonna wear clothes that I don't mind staining.
Get a kiddie pool.
Yeah, but because he's kind of a mad scientist in your kitchen.
Certainly is.
And I just want to pick his brain about what he's doing. So we'll do something with him, and we'll, as events come up, I'm all for spending my summer in bringing this car to Cobra Lounge.
Let's do it, man. I love it. We got some cool stuff coming up, and I'm
without
happy
a
to have
doubt.
you here.
All right, you are George Zak. You are Louie Mendicino. Thank you guys for doing this.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Jim.
Yeah.